The tone.
He was inspired. There's this stat that I saw. I want to bring out these stats for you guys. Do you know who the leading goal scorer in the Club World Cup is? It's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the leading goal scorer of this tournament at 7. You see 6, Karim Benzema, Gareth Bale at 6, Cesar Delgado, Chelito Delgado, look at that. Ex-Cruz Azul there, and Monterrey at 5, Messi and Suarez at 5. This is realistically the last Club World Cup that Messi will play. The next one will be 4 years from now. He's got 2 more games at least. Palmeiras and FC Porto. Do you think Messi makes a run? Can he break Cristiano Ronaldo's Club World Cup record?
Yeah, I guess why would I be stupid enough to say he can? It's a little Messi, right? I mean, of course he can. And you know, when you say, you know, otherwise, he proves you wrong. So, look, he absolutely can. I mean, you know, it's not the time to talk about where he's going to go down in history because it's like, it's a preference, right? One of the greatest in the world. I think this first game set the tone, by the way. Going back a little bit, you know, I wasn't skeptical about this. I think this is going to be a premier club competition in the world. We don't like change, just like remember Champions League changed a little bit and all of a sudden we kind of started liking it and in the end it was absolutely tremendous. Everything takes time, considering the fact that you don't have the Liverpools, the Barcelonas, Manchester United of the world, because you have to start somewhere by rankings. Once you're going to get that, you'll see already how much money is available to the teams. You also see everybody's putting out the best teams. We're talking about players being tired, Christian Pulisic and some others. I mean, look at the PSG players. I mean, not only they're playing here, they just play for France. And, you know, I mean, German teams, Portuguese teams. That
Dembele hurt himself. He wasn't available,
and all of that. And they continue to play. And you will see. Now, we can question when this tournament should take place and all of that. But every 4 years, this is going to be just like the World Cup. It's going to be unbelievable. By the way, we're going to see some bad games here. We're going to see some stadiums that are going to be half empty because the teams there may not be as good.
We could see the same thing in the next World Cup as well. These lopsided scorelines with an expanded field. Shaq, I believe you mentioned before that you think Lionel Messi is already the greatest of all time. So I assume 2 goals for you is not going to be an issue.
To your question, I don't think there's any question that Lionel Messi breaks.
You think he breaks it with Palmeiras, the Brazilian Giants, and FC Porto?
Given the extended format of this competition, I don't think there's any doubt that Lionel Messi breaks it. But then I don't think that those records stand for very long either, given the extended format. As I mentioned, you had Bayern Munich against Auckland earlier today, 10-0.
Yeah.
How long before we see somebody pop up with 5 goals and 5 goals in
we saw, I believe, 2 hat tricks in that game.
Exactly. So, and then all of a sudden, 7 goals in the Club World Cup is blown out in one summer. So I don't think those stats stand much longer.
Shaq, I know you've said before that Lionel Messi is the greatest of all time, and I'm not saying I dispute that, but he's chasing Cristiano's record. And when you see Cristiano, you peel back the curtain and you see he's got the all-time goals record. He's got the all-time international goals record. He's got the all-time Champions League record. He's got now his club. Everywhere you go, it's Cristiano, Cristiano, Cristiano. The only thing that Messi really has on him is the World Cup and a few Ballon d'Ors.
It's a big thing.
And the fact that if at any point right now, at any point during the primes of their careers, if I were picking a team, I would pick Lionel Messi first. I stand by that. And while Ronaldo certainly has the numbers to back up any claim to being the best ever, it still comes down to at any point in their respective careers, if I'm building a club and money's no object, I've got one pick, I still pick Leo Messi.
And we can't be hypocrites about that because remember the conversations, Messi, Maradona.
Yeah.
Many were
the
saying,
World Cup,
Maradona has the World Cup.
It had a lot of weight. Alexis, before we let you go, Lionel Messi making a run not only at this record but with Inter Miami. How important is it for Sir David Beckham, Jorge Mas, Inter Miami, Major League Soccer?
Yeah, it is massively important, especially as hosts, because if you look at a lot of the previews, people just talk about Inter Miami being the one MLS team that doesn't necessarily fit in with everybody else, that they're just here because they are hosts. And it's kind of a tough pill to swallow when you look at it that way, because there still is, yes, an MLS team in comparison to the PSGs, the Atletico Madrid, the Bayern Munichs, but it is one that has Lionel Messi, who, as you guys just pointed out, I mean, he's one of one as well. He's an absolute game changer. But they also have Luis Suarez, who I think is of a pretty good pedigree. They've got Busquets, Jordi Alba, who's hopefully going to be back for that second game for Inter Miami, but they need to make a good run to just kind of silence the critics who are questioning if they really have a right to be competing against the likes of Porto and Palmeiras as well. And I think that that's something that they want. Javier Mascherano spoke about it in his press conference on Friday and said that, look, he knows that everyone's looking at them. Even in that game against Al Ahly, he pretty much said that he knows that they are a strong Egyptian outfit. They've won the African Champions League a lot of times. And he says, look, I think we're underdogs. And I get that. But we embrace that. And we think that that's good because we can kind of slide under the radar. And that can actually work in our favor. We saw exactly how Messi sometimes just needs a little moment to completely change any game. And when you have someone like him on your team, I think everybody here, whether they are fans of Inter Miami or not, they are definitely Messi fans, or at least just respect seeing him on a pitch. And nobody wants to see Lionel Messi on a pitch and getting out in the group stage. They want to see him in the knockout rounds, and they want to see him in a final doing what he does best. So massively important for them to do something, not just for Messi and the aura that he has, but some of the other big hitters on Inter Miami, for Sir David Beckham as well, and just for MLS to finally get a bit more respect in the world of football.
There you go, Alexis Nunes. Stay cool out there, Alexis. I know you'll stay hydrated as well. Be well, my friend. All
Thanks,
right,
guys.
Don't forget, guys, if you want to watch more FIFA Club World Cup, here's the schedule for Monday. Chelsea versus Los Angeles, Boca Juniors at Benfica, and Flamengo versus Tunis. All matches streaming live on DAZN.